Hello, insect fans. This channel makes me say some weird introductions, but here we have a cartooned insect. So the brand is called Animal Heavenly Body, and this is wave 7. Every wave is a bunch of different types of animals, like frogs, turtles, tortoises, a fish, whatever. I don't know what that number 1 means, but they're scientific names of these things, and I guess common Chinese names of them. A pill bug, but we're talking about this. And as cool as I like mantises. That doesn't look very cartoony. Possibly I might pick up those beetles, although they don't look really cartoony either. The real beetles are just kind of crazy like that. No date. It's really a shame that I can tell. Is it here? Nope. Email that person and ask. It's a very strong box. So, Acrida cinerea, or cinerea, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, of course. Here's some Chinese text of it. I never knew this grasshopper existed. It's commonly known as the Chinese grasshopper, and it pretty much lives in Asia, and is pretty much a pest, like locust, right? You'll see it's got really long legs, so this thing can probably jump really far. It's not particularly big. There's someone's human hand. So being a pest, it goes in and eats crops and all that stuff. So you gotta be careful. Wow, this is a resin model, so it's not a PVC. It's a rigid plastic. So I am shocked that I didn't just break those things off. It's obviously very small. It's smaller probably than the real grasshopper. I gotta say though, look at the face of this thing. This thing's like a comedy, as it is. It has this tiny little black dot on this giant, like, off-white eye. I don't know if it sees out the whole dome like a fly, or if that literally is like a pupil. I don't think it is, but I'm not a. Is it an entomologist that studies bugs? I don't even know the scientific profession of a bug person. They're not doctors. Anyways, yeah, those are highly suspect. I almost wish they gave you 2 sets and these could like peg in, because I feel like those would be really easy to break. Whatever these are, antenna, I'm just guessing. They're nicely done. They're nicely molded, and there's like a yellow paint wash over that tan paint. And they're not symmetric either. They're molded differently. So the face here, yeah, it's very similar to that image. It's just not as elongated. And then the eye has like a paint wash on it as well. It's like an off-white. It's not white at all. And then the mouth mandibles, are they? The area where it chews and stuff. It's got like segments for those arms. And then it's just whatever. Beak. I don't know what these parts are called. Yeah, so it's like a lime green on the camera, but to the naked eye, it's a far more muted and far more matte finish. It doesn't look as shiny either. Looks like there's some airbrushing of a darker green. I think they may have painted this light yellow first, and then they went back and added some more yellow there on these joints, and some like orange maybe on top of that. So yeah, you can see that. I don't know, the joints here. I'm not sure why they're exposed like that, but I guess maybe that's the way it is. And then, would you call those toes or feet on an insect? I'm not sure. But it's painted all over, even way under there. So I guess it's probably glued down to this, what looks like a rock or something. It's a pretty well detailed rock. And it's got like a little flower bud coming out of it. It's quite interesting. This is definitely the smallest animal I think I've collected of these resin things. But its maximum height here is probably a little under 8 centimeters. It's pretty short, maybe 5 or 6 centimeters. So it's really, really small. Well, most insects are, but I have absolutely nothing else to compare it to, because I simply don't collect insects. Cartooned versions of insects. What a niche, right? Interesting little spikes on the back of the legs there. And the abdomen, didn't really go into that. There's a paint wash on that as well. Alright, just be really careful. It's really spindly. It's really cool. It's really funny looking, but it turns out the real one is pretty funny looking. Alright, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next cartooned animal review.